Hello all, this is Budman81 and welcome back to another day of building the front end of this 2015 Chevy Silverado. When we left off the last time, we were working on the front end steering parts. I did try recording this once already, and well, it might help if I would have hit the record button. So I apologize, I didn't show this part of remaking a knuckle. So I told you in previous video that I was thinking about remaking this front knuckle in the front end. That went into this boot section. I did not like it, and so I need to rebuild it. So what I did is I took the cylinder and I made it round, and I went over to this piece and I started rebuilding it. And so far this is what I've came up with. I didn't do much, just a little bit. Then I found out that the recording wasn't happening. What we'll do now is start over again, and now that we are recording, what I'm going to do on this part is I'm going to grab this line and I'm going to go to the move, and I want to see where it's setting at. And these other parts that I made, I'm going to take and grab the lines and also move them in. Just want to get this lined up. Kind of want to make sure it's all lined up in the same area. Probably take this line down a little bit. Not really sure yet how I'm going to do this all the way. So stick with me and we will figure this out together. I know there is easier ways of building this piece, but I kind of like to do it in certain ways. Not sure what's going on here. There we go. So I'll take the height of this. make sure this one's the same. And we'll continue doing that for the other ones too. I'll just put a negative in that one. Oh, maybe not. Whoops, my bad. I'll just kind of eyeball it. Won't be perfect, but hey. Looks semi-close. Good enough for me. Alright, so now we'll take and rebuild some other parts of this. So I'll just go ahead and clone this. Apologize if I'm moving too fast or too slow. If any of you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to ask. I'll just take and line this up. Kind of sort of like that. And we'll take and make this piece. Looks fairly close. Okay. It's probably not exactly right on, but we'll move the parts around. We'll bring down the radius. I'm gonna clone this and make it a duplicate just because. As I said previously, I don't like to have to go back and make a new part all over again when I have one right here. I'll convert this one to an edible poly so we can work on it. And I think what we'll do here is grab the inner ring on this one. And this side here, we'll do a loop. And we'll take and spread that out some. That kind of looks about right, and if it's not, we'll take and go back and redo it. Just take and highlight some of these and then extrude it. Go ahead and extrude that in, not out. Let's go ahead and move it. Freeway. Just stick it back in there for now. We'll go ahead and delete this one. And we'll delete it. And we'll go ahead and go back to this one. We'll move that one out and line it up, and then we'll delete it. See if I can get it similar, semi-close. We'll go ahead and go with that, and then I'll take and delete it. Let's go ahead and collapse these to line them up better. So what we'll do here is just continue welding these together, and just use a shortcut of Shift D to repeat it. I don't know what's going on here. So we'll just continue on going around. And then we'll go over here and do the other side. Actually, no, because the other side's already done. Again, I apologize for the view, my mouse is fast. Alright, so that looks halfway decent. So what we have here is our piece for the U-joint so far. I'll just go ahead and clone that and move it over. Yeah, first of all, I think I'm going to align the pivot. We'll worry about that side later. First of all, we'll get this side done. Alright, so what I'm going to do here first is really we got to connect this part to that one. Technically, we should start with this part first. Oh, we got to connect these other pieces. And we gotta fix these parts. Do a little welding where it needs to be. Now just take and grab that border. A few of these other ones. And we'll just go ahead and cap them for now. Let's go back to them, but for now, time being, this will work. Now we'll go ahead and attach. I'll go ahead and attach this one for now. Will not weld the vertices though. Because what we're going to do is dissect this one some. Where the polygons are not needed. Because technically, all we're going to do is stretch these. If I mess up, well, just go back and add them. And I don't think these are going to be needed either. And if they're needed, we'll just go back and do them again. Pretty easy to cap them. go ahead and backtrack a little. Yes, I did need part of that. So we'll just go ahead and bridge that. Now we'll go ahead and do the same, bridge. Now the reason why I'm doing this is I want to get that tab piece right there. So I'm going to have to figure out how exactly I want that piece to be. And what we'll take and do here, just go ahead and grab that one. Go ahead and grab those both, and then we'll take and move them just for a test. Now you can kind of see what I'm doing and why I did that. Try matching up some of these vertices. Let's see where this one's at. We'll use our move tool here, and we'll see where Z is. And we'll go ahead and put this vertex in the same spot for Z. Now this other side is going to be different. We'll have to monkey around with that some, but let's just continue on this side and see how far we get. Let's see, we'll do an X. So what we'll do here is we'll take the X on this one. We'll make sure that all of these are exactly the same. Now, moving more than one vertex at a time by doing this does not match up right. Well, at least not for me. So what we'll do is we'll remove that piece again. And what I'll do is I'll create and do a little snap, and we'll just go from there and there and so on, over and over. So let's go ahead and go back to this part, and we'll snap that one. I don't want to know where that one's at. We'll take the snap off. Go back to our move tool. No, we'll check and move that so it don't get messed up. And we'll just go ahead and build a new one. And there we have that part so far. Alright, to make this video where it ain't so long, we'll go ahead and pause this and do the other side, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So what I did is I took and made both sides, and then I took this piece right here that I made, and I put it in the center, and I reduced the radius on it, and then I took and this is where we are right now, is that I took the centers of these, extruded them. So what I'll take and do now is I'll take and we'll make a copy of that. And then we'll take and rotate that. Therefore, we got a top and a bottom. And pretty much the same here. We'll clone it. But first, we're going to make sure that it is dead center. Now what we'll take and do is clone it as a copy. Take and rotate it. And the X. Oops. It made that a minus. Oh, wait a minute. Let's backtrack on that. Okay, we'll backtrack a little bit. What we'll take and do then is we'll align the pivot as the same as this one here. We'll do the center in the center. Now what we'll do is that we'll take and make a clone. And we'll rotate that one. And then we'll rotate it again. And there we have it. Now we have both sides. Alright, so welcome back. So, what I'm doing here is I'm attaching these pieces together and making the center part. So I'll go ahead and show you what I'm doing, kind of. So what I want to do is, like this one, I'm going to just keep on going around and attaching them. And filling in more and more. You can go like this one. It'll fill that one in. It's going to keep on going around and around, and then I'll just go ahead and pause this and keep filling this in. I'm pretty sure you don't all want to see all this boring stuff. I think I've already made the video boring for you as it is. I'll just finish these little parts up first. So I'll go ahead and fill this in the rest of the way off camera, and then I'll come back and we'll get going again. Alright, so I went ahead and I finished this off. Went ahead and I filled this all in on both sides. Now what we'll do is we'll bring over our other little partner from over there. And we'll start putting this back together. Now let's go ahead and line it back up. And there we have it. Personally myself, I think it looks better. We'll just go ahead and I'll throw a color ball on that for now. And we'll take and smooth them out. I'll smooth them all out at 25. Yeah, between 20 and 25 is really normally the good way of doing it. You don't want to go over too smooth. It'll just start making it look crappy. That you can see, it's all smooth. I don't like the way that some of those parts are stretching. So I might take those down to probably like 18 or something. Give it a try. Bump it up a little more. We'll just go for 20. go totally smooth is when it starts messing up the look. Metal's not perfect anyways. And what we'll do here is we'll sink these in some. I'll go ahead and do that. Well, just give me a moment. And what that does is it just gives it a little more of a detailed look. Actually, it could probably go in a little bit more. Just move it in just a little bit more. Let's go ahead and do that to the rest of them too, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and I did all these parts, and I'll give you a quick look around. So you can kind of see that there is more detail on them. When the lights hit them, you'll know the difference. You know, it's just a little bit to set it off. Okay, so what we'll take and do now is we'll take these, and yes, I'm going to clone them again. As you know, I just like to make backups. Well, I should be getting rid of some backups because it's starting to get more and more. Well, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of these. Don't like them. Second of all, yeah, I'll go ahead and get rid of this because some other parts made. Get rid of some of these other parts. They're made already. I like the way it turned out, so I'm happy with it. And also, I think I'll go ahead and give this a quick save. Alright, so, we'll take this piece right here. And see if we can get it going. Let's go ahead and delete that. Must be one of my extra parts laying around. just go ahead and kind of line that up again with this piece here, like that. So now my pivot point is right with the rest of it, all there. So when this inside turns, that'll turn. It's kind of like this. Let's see if I can show you here. I'll just do a quick little demonstration. Okay, so I linked that piece with this piece. So now if I go to rotate this, you see how that rotates with it? And that's what I wanted to do. I want everything to move together. Make sure everything's back to normal. Well, everyone, continue making some more parts, but first of all, I want to talk about something. If you all think that this video is too long for you all, or too short, or not showing something good enough for you, please let me know in the comments, and I will take and do what I can. I want to please you all, so just let me know in the comments, okay? And feel free to ask any questions or let me know. Pretty much what I'm doing right now is trying to figure out what piece I want to work on next. I know that we got to get this boot fixed. And we got to make it where this boot is going to be just right with this knuckle. And maybe what I'll take and do, if you guys got any suggestions, you're more than welcome to tell me. But maybe what I'll take and do is put this boot section, which would probably be like that piece right there. What I'll take and do is separate it from the boot, and then make the boot section on the other half. So if I take and slide that out of there, and we know that we got the knuckle part over here, what I can take and do then is have this boot section go to this part right here. That way you'll know that there is part of a boot there. So it's not going to be right. Technically speaking, that boot is supposed to be over the center of the U-joint. The boot helps protect where it is full of grease and no dirt and grime gets inside of it, as they say. And to keep it going, more life into it, so you don't gotta grease it all the time. You know, I was just sitting here thinking, for the sake of it, it is a game. Maybe I'll do away with this whole boot. Maybe I'll gotta do away with that this whole boot section. If I take this whole boot section and move it away, then you will be able to see a bit more of what the axle and the joints are doing. It is a game, so I can't be too technical about it, but I want those parts to be shown so everybody can see it. So yeah, maybe I'll just take in and do away with that boot. And then I'll take and redo this other boot up here, and you already get the idea of where the U-joints are supposed to be. So, and in this part right up here, I won't even make a U-joint. I'll just leave that alone, and I'll just attach this axle to this U-joint once I get it done right. And I'll just do it that way and just leave this boot off. Sounds about right to me. It's not real life, it's just a game. So yeah, I think I'll just delete it. Gone now. And I'll end up doing the same thing on the other side. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this video, and we'll continue on. I don't want to make this video too long and drag it out too much. So, thank you all for watching, and hope you appreciate this video, and I will make another one coming back up. Make another one for us. Let me rephrase that. I'll just take and make another one, and when I get done doing it, and I'll post it. Until then, I hope you all enjoyed it. Again, I'm here for you, for everyone that is watching this that wants to learn. Again, also, if you want to leave comments, go for it. Just be easy on the comments, everyone. Just don't sit there and talk bad about what I'm doing or anything like that. Please, just keep your criticism to yourself. I don't mind taking tips, but just don't bash on me too hard. I am doing this for you all, so bashing on me is not going to help. Alright everyone, have a good day and see you in part 3.